tea with my tea. Smoking.
Esto no me provoca. Agárrate que я сказал иди сюда и ты сказала да-да-да.
So hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is the first tutorial that I will make in my YouTube channel. So please click the notification bell and subscribe. The objectives of my presentation first is able to differentiate modals and its functions. Second is able to differentiate modal verbs and modal adverbs. Third is able to compose sentences using modals. Before we start our discussion, let's have an activity. First, guess the following words. Can you guess what would our topic for today? So our topic for today is modals. So when we say modals, modals are commonly used to express your degree of certainty about an outcome or the possibility of something. It has to do with properties such as possibilities, obligation, and emphasis. This is the following examples of modals. You should get your teeth cleaned at least once a year. The modal of the sentence is should. Next is Kim must be his brother because they look just like each other. The modal of this sentence is must. So when we say pure modals never change their form regardless of subjects and don't change the show past tense. Most linguists agree that there are 9 pure modals or core modals in English. So first is can, may, could, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. So when we say semi-modal is known as the marginal modal. It is used to imply a range of possibilities, obligations, necessity, or advice. So there are 2 types of modals. First is modal verbs. So when we say modal verbs, so what is verbs? So when we say verbs is an action word. So when we say modal verbs, it is an auxiliary verb or an helping verb. It expresses the possibilities and necessities. It is found in verb phrase. So, for example, the following examples of modal verbs. Susie could sing if she tried. You should go to the cafe sometime. I think you'd really like it. Shall I order us a bottle of wine? Ron ought to improve his attitude. If he doesn't, he might get fired. Would you mind walking a little faster? The underlined words that has been shown in the examples are the examples of modal verbs. Modal verbs are the helping verb of the sentence. So the second type of modals is modal adverbs. So first, what is adverbs? Adverbs used to modify verbs, adjectives, and other verbs. So when we say modal adverbs, it adds additional meaning to the modal verbs. So for example, these are the following examples of modal adverbs. I might just tell you about it. I could easily have been hurt. I can't exactly remember when I first met her. He could probably help us a lot. You should absolutely take up that course. She obviously must have forgotten it. The following words that are underlined add additional meaning to the modal verbs. These are called the modal adverbs.